Hello, how you doing today? I'm here to talk about setbacks, jealousy in the workplace in America. I read here that the mission statement for the Bureau of International Labor Affairs leads the U.S. Department of Labor efforts to ensure that workers around the world are treated fairly and are able to share in the benefits of the global economy. Also, mission is to use available international channels to improve working conditions. Yeah. Raise living standards. Protect workers. Ability to exercise their rights. All right, and address the workplace exploitation of children and other vulnerable populations. Well, here I want to tell my story about being an American working here in America in the workplace. Yes, my thing about working in America and my experiences, I am very disappointed. I don't understand how that's the statement of the labor affairs, but when people like me are innocent and you try to speak to everybody that has authority and they just shut you down and they go by what the company says. Now here's one incident. I am working. Okay, let me go to a story when I was ever since I was 11 years old, I've been working at my elementary school, Annie Fisher School. Y'all can check that out. I was working in a school store. Yes, I did that. Worked in a school store, and then when I went to middle school, I worked did the school. I did the books, sold all the pencils and pens and everything. So I always been a person with responsibility, even at that age. I was, good with money, didn't steal no money, even at that age. So now the thing is the unfair treatment. That's mostly when I want to talk about unfair treatment in the workplace. The setbacks that it does to people that we're really trying to get on their feet. Now, not everybody is a good money manager. Now, I happens to be one, and I'm very proud of that. But the situation remains in America, how we have so much unemployment, and we have a whole lot of people that really worked hard, but because the jealousy of management and the jealousy of people have made people like me lose jobs. Now, I'm going to give a few testimonies. If I have time to do that, I'm going to give some testimonies about my experience in the workplace in America. I worked, like I said, in the schools, yes, and then I went on and did the school programs in the middle school, and I worked for Travelers Insurance Company while I was in high school. I worked for Whole Donuts while I was in high school. I worked for different, and I went to Toastmasters, and I did a whole lot of stuff, and I was emancipated at the age 13, so I did a pretty good job. Now I'm the mother of 5 beautiful, gifted, and talented, nice-looking kids, and well maintained, and they have a strong determination because I teach them. Now, one of my stories I want to give in this part of the section of this speaking out to the people is that when I was working, and I went on to college, and I was working in Atlanta, Georgia. Now, this is dealing with the workplace and how a person that's really there to work and to really do what they need to do. But then you got some people that have some really bad setbacks and some attitudes that can get people, good people, that really come to work into shape that they don't need to be in. So here I am working. I was overnight working in Crystals at the time, going to college in Atlanta, Georgia. And in the process of me working, nice looking young female, trying to get her college education, everything else. Now watch this. There was a manager that just came. I was already working there before this manager came. This manager came in overnight. Sometimes he worked first, second, third shift. They always switched around. Now this manager saw me as, I guess, something that he can lay with, and I didn't approve of that. I was there to work. I was not there. I don't believe dating on a job. I never did, and I never did it. So understandable. I don't believe it. I'm a businesswoman. I believe in that if you're working, you're working. You don't play on your cell phones. You don't do that. I'm very honest when I'm at work. I'm honest, period. I don't believe in certain things. I don't believe that you should be using a company phone to call other people. I don't believe that. But the thing about being treated fairly on the job, here it is. This manager has been kissing on me, rubbing on me. Here I am, 19 years old, trying to get my college education, work, and pay for my apartment. And here I am being harassed by a manager. Nah, I ain't trying to get involved with nobody. I was a Christian, and I still am a Christian at this time. I was 19 years old. Now this manager thought that he could try to take advantage of me, manipulate me, and it wasn't happening. So I guess he found him a victim, and that young lady she slept with him, all that. A lot of that is going on the job. Trust me. It's going on in the job. Charmaine just ain't a part of it. Trust me. Charmaine stays away from that. I don't believe in that. And because I didn't believe in that, people always brought me into that. I don't understand. I mind my business. I don't associate. And it's the funniest thing is about unfair treatment, that you don't have to say anything, and somebody can say you said something that you never said, and you get in trouble for something that you never said. Now the point is how can I have a witness to something I never said? Now is it because I'm black that you assume that I can say something like that? No, come on. Now we got to realize that, everyone. They said everyone needs to be treated the same. Yeah, that's true, but everybody is not. Because everybody is different. Now, see, I was in a rock and a hard place. I had this manager rubbing all over me, kissing me on my neck, touching me in places that he had no business touching. Now, here I am trying to get my college education and have to work, pay for my apartment, like I had just said a little while ago. Now, in the process of doing that, when I didn't fall into his temptation, now I became one of the women that they want to get off the job. Nothing wrong with my work performance. Was fine, excellent, no problem at all. Just that I wasn't putting up. I wasn't the whole donut. I wasn't the butterfly. I wasn't spreading my wings. So, in the process of that, I worked on my day off, and on my day off as I was working, that morning when he came in that morning, I was ready to go. I said, thank you. And he came in, the young lady came to me and said that he told me that he wanted me to work another shift. And I said, I can't do it because I have tests that I had to take. And now when I came in, I let the former manager know that I had to go because I wanted to take my test so I can pass, So at the process, I was cleaning the grill, and the heat, when you fizzing, you using that the water to clean the grill, the thing in my hand, I said, oh, shucks, that hurt. The next thing I know, the girl went and told him. Now, she's sleeping with him now. She had, they involved. She went with him. Now, he didn't hear me say nothing. She went there and told him that I said the S-H-I-T word. And he came out and told me I was fired. Now, see, that's unfair. Now, see, he believed her word because she was putting up and giving up. Now, we know how relationships go. You're going to believe the one that's closest to you than the one that ain't, that's how it is. And even for a man like a woman, the one that's in his face, he ain't going to be able to see the other one because the other one look like she's going to be in more potential to give out than the one that's not showing anything at all. So I just wanted to share, that's my first part of unfair treatment. That's just one of my things, but I'm going to go into more parts of unfair treatment in the workplace. How the labor department is really not on our side. This is when I was 19 years old, and here I am 38 years old and went through the same thing again. So that lets you know, and I tried every form of authority to go to, and every single one of them turned me down. Lawyers and everything else, even unemployment. With the situation, if your car break down, you can't get to the job. And why you can't get to the job? Now they're saying that you didn't want to work the job. Now, see, people are labeled to being lazy when they're not. So this